Genre-specific cultivation theory is a little bit different, and I made a note on this in Mean World Syndrome that it's based cultivation theory is has the assumption that it has a stronger effect for heavy TV viewers. Genre-specific cultivation theory is different in that sense that specific content rather than total TV exposure shapes worldviews and beliefs. So if and you might have this same experience, the cultural impact of the Twilight baseball scene. If I say Twilight, you might immediately think of that scene, or if I say Twilight baseball scene, you're like, oh yeah, I remember that for sure. But that had a larger impact on our social uh understanding than like Quentin Tarantino's entire filmography, which I highly recommend you watch if that's your speed. So yeah, it's not based on the TV exposure itself, but the cultural impact. You can think about The Office too, and maybe ponder why The Office was like the most popular show and continues to be like the most watched show of like our recent media memory. As opposed to other similar shows, right? So other mockumentaries like Parks and Rec, that was a popular show, but it didn't have quite the impact on, like, we know who Jim is, we know who Pam is, we know who Michael is, we might reference them often. And if you don't, that's totally normal. I don't want you to hear me say that you should know all of these shows, because I'm definitely not, but big cultural impact. The effect sizes are stronger also. So we can think about rom-coms and how cultivation theory suggests we view romance and romantic relationships. So if we watch more rom-coms and and romantic comedy, if you're unaware, and soap operas, then our idealistic views of marriage increase, which is idealistic isn't necessarily realistic. It is actually quite unrealistic. Additionally, our TV news, as TV news and crime shows increase in cultural impact, the fear of crime also rises. Differentiated cultivation impacts. Let's talk about that for just a second. How will watching specific genres of TV impact your behavior? Similarly, like we just said, I might break up with a partner because they're not meeting my idealistic expectations that are simultaneously unrealistic. Like, that might lead to an actual behavior. Like, this isn't how it is in the movies. It must be the wrong person. Additionally, if we take the crime example, um, this one's maybe a little far-fetched. It seems as though people get robbed a lot when they leave their cars unlocked. So the lock on my car is broken, I should go buy a new one. So the behavior would be going to buy the new car, right? My car is unsafe. I don't want to get robbed, so I'm going to go buy a new car. Hypothetical example, not real. I'm going to pause it here and make a new video in a second.